Good afternoon. It is March 10th, 2021. Here's what we were looking at for today. Um, Really a range day. Um, as you can see, we got into this range up here, ended up being a two-tiered range um, after a leg up in the overnight. I didn't really feel I didn't like my analysis just didn't feel complete today. Maybe it is, and it's just kind of tough to look at this chart. I don't know, but we'll see. The trades I marked, there's some that I'm like, is there a trade here that I'm just not seeing? You know, so we'll take a look. Yeah, this is a two-tiered range up here. So we had this move down and probably some trap shorts here and here. Uh, and I'd probably mark this. There's this little signal bar right here. Maybe you would want to mark that. I took a higher low on the simulator after this break out of this range. Um, but yeah, let's take a look at these. Uh, Let me see. Maybe I think this is zoomed in enough. So I came in a little late. This is a first, second entry. You don't get a good setup there. Um, but you get that little channel up, um, and we already had these three lows. So I just drew these highs off of, or I drew the trend line off the lows, moved it to the highs, and that's what we got. And that looks pretty accurate to me. Um, Here, let's extend this. Make sure it touches that. So it looks like, yeah, here, because you don't hit the top of the trend line here, you start going kind of sideways, then you bounce off the midline and you get a break, probably like right here. But anyway, here, this is like a technically a second entry, but it's off the trend line. That's what I liked here. So it's a second entry long. Um, but you might think, no, I don't think you would think it's aggressive. I like that. It looks like there's some trapped shorts. So it's second entry long, you would get filled, or I mean, you would get, yeah, your target filled. You would scalp out. You get a break, one leg up, two legs up to a new high. You might look at this as a trap, if you go long above this bar and you're being very aggressive. I just didn't like that because I didn't, you don't know if it's coming down to the bottom of the trend line. But prices started respecting the EMA a little, and then they come down. I like this entry right here because we get this break, two legs up to a new high, and then you get a lower high. So that's why I marked that. It probably should be aggressive, but that's why I marked that. And we get this channel down, get a break, move up one leg, two legs down to a new low. This is a failed second entry short. So look, you got all these things stacking up. So it's aggressive because of this micro congestion here. But you have a failed second entry short. You have a second entry long. It's a breakout pullback of off of this price level. Um, hmm. Oh, okay. I guess off this congestion here. Breakout pullback. But also, what I'm seeing now is it's a trap. People went short beneath this bar. They're getting into their short trades, and then it goes higher. So it's also a trap. So yeah, I marked this as aggressive because this looks congestive. But dang, that's a lot of things stacking in your favor. Anyway, you get a first entry, second entry short, failed second entry short, breakout pullback off of this high, which turned out to be the midline of that lower tier of the range, the day range. And there are some trap shorts there. Look how long that stem is. So I like that. Here I was just measuring this range. So I moved it up to there, but then it ended up being a two-tier range. So that ended up being the midline. Get this channel up. Um, that's a failed second entry short. Then we get the break. So you don't want to go long above this because this is breaks. You don't know what's going on right now, but that's a very big bullish bar and probably some trap longs there because you get this move down. And you actually would have had this trend line drawn. So look at this yellow channel I have. And this is a second entry right here, but there's no setup. And then we break into this congestion, this micro congestion, get a breakout, pullback. At this point, the reason I'm marking this is because this looks like a steady uptrend from the overnight, and it's after the open of the market. So I'm thinking, okay, this thing could be going high all day, but it is aggressive, looks like a trap. Um, and then here I marked this as obviously this is aggressive too. It kind of looks like a breakout pullback. I wonder if did you even scalp out on this one? What's your entry? Yeah, it looks like you would have scalped out. 0750. Yeah, '09. So you would scalp out. But that's definitely aggressive. And especially if I had this trend line drawn, downward trend line drawn, you might but I'm looking now, we still haven't broken this yet, so there could be trapped shorts. I don't know. It's tough to say. But yeah. But that's going right into the top of that range. So, I should probably take this off. It's going right into the top of that range. And we get this lower high area from this high. I think these ended up being the highs of the day. No? No, I think there was a breakout later. Um, but yeah, this is just really sloppy and messy. You can't go long or short in here. Then we get this move down. Okay, so you get a first entry, um, failed second entry long. Really nice off this trend line. However, that is going into the midline of the channel. So I typically prefer like a signal bar to close like near the channel, the top of the channel or the bottom of the channel. And it's going into this important price level. So it's tough to say. But at the same time, this is kind of like this whole area is like a breakout of this lower tier. And this is going back into that congestive area. So I do like that. I do. You get a second entry short here after the break. Um, I don't like that signal bar too much. So if you got a good signal bar on your chart, you probably want to take that. Um, Then we get this. So after this, a little overshoot leads to a break. I might have my trend line drawn incorrectly because look at this price action. You get maybe this is the break and maybe this is one leg down, two legs down, but I was looking at it like one leg down, two legs down, but then we get a third leg down. So maybe let's look, maybe this to here is one leg and then this to here is two legs after the break. Something to think about, two legs down to a new low. It's a break out of this day range that I was looking at. And so I'm looking at this as one leg, two legs. So then I take this higher low on the simulator thinking we're going back into this range or at least back to the EMA. Not a good signal bar though. I wish the signal bar closed like a tick higher. But anyway, we ended up getting this extra leg down. And, you can't really be fading this and going long above that just because it's a doji. So we get some trap shorts here. Uh, People probably going short here. That's what pulls it back. You can draw a little trend line off of these lows. What is this? First entry, second entry. Looks like trapped shorts. Um, but it's very congested. Yeah, it is congestive. If you're looking at this low, this low, this low. Um, oh, you know what? This isn't going there. This is going here. So this is aggressive. It's a second entry long, but it's just hard to say if this is like an important price level. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Mac will mark that and say, hey, this is an easy money trade right here. But let's take a look. I didn't draw a short-term trend line. Yeah, and if you draw a trend line like that, that makes it look a little aggressive too. It's hard to say. I don't know. Um, you get this, it just looks like trapped shorts going back into congestion. But look at all these dojis and stuff. And we failed to go higher here twice, three times, four times. So I don't know. But yeah, it looks like there's trapped shorts and it's going back into this range. So I like that. Uh, I didn't look at this, to be honest. Let's look at this. First entry, that's a second entry short, but you might have gotten stopped out if you entered, if it ticks lower and then goes higher. I don't know. Um, and I would be expecting it to go lower here because, oh, maybe not. Let's see. Let's see where this. I don't know. Hard to say. We'll see what Mac has to say, and maybe I would like this bar. I don't know. But at this point, it's looking congested. That's some congestion right there. We failed to go higher again here. And look, it's hitting that midline. It bounces off the midline, goes to the top, comes back down, hangs a little below the midline, comes back up, and this is the first entry, second entry short, low risk. Um, and we know that this is the trend line by now, so I like that. And super congestive after that, though. Bounces near the bottom of the trend line here. You get an overshoot that leads to a break. I didn't see anything in this. I don't see anything in this either. Little move down, back out of the day range. This is just this is like a second entry long right here, and super low risk. Super low risk. Let's see, 92.50, 93.50. So that's a 1.5 point. Uh, that's 1.5 points of risk because your stop order goes above it, one tick above it, and your stop loss goes one tick below it. So second entry long, it's counter trend. That's why I marked it as aggressive. But it is off the bottom of the trend line, so we are expecting it to go higher. And people get trapped going short, probably beneath this bar because it rockets right up. You get this, and look, this is a price level that has been respected a few times. So this is a second entry short, first entry, second entry, fairly low risk. And then we get this double test right after. So if you didn't get in here, boom, and it rockets down. Look at that. Bounces, comes back up. Just too congestive up here. Not a good signal bar either. This is congestive as well. I'm going to try and go quick. You can hear the baby. What's this? This is an engulfing bar. Um, this is really nothing other than just an engulfing bullish bar. It kind of looks like a first second entry long, but this is clearly ranging at this point, and it's just aggressive. It's not a high or low. It's a lower low. So it's very aggressive, but I don't know. It's just a very bullish bar. The higher lows don't give you a good signal bar, except maybe this one, but you wouldn't get filled anyway. Higher low here, no good signal bar. Second entry short off this low. So, oh wait, no, not off this low, off this low. First entry, second entry, first entry, second entry short. Near the top of the range, I like that. Far away from the EMA. Nice signal bar. But at this point, two, let's see, I probably have it drawn like that. Get this overshoot, another overshoot, get a lower high. Yeah, so this is a breakout of the day range. And that's why I like this, even though the signal bar is not too great. It's like a doji, it's like a large doji, but it's a lower high back into the range. So that's why I like that. Um, and that takes us into 12 o'clock. I don't know. My analysis, it just didn't feel good today. Some days you look at the chart and you feel like you're going real deep, and I don't know what happened here. Feel like you're doing a real solid job analyzing. Um, Today wasn't one of those days, but I'll still compare it to Max. Sorry I didn't get to post yesterday. Tuesdays and Thursdays are just super busy for me. Um, but anyway, I hope everyone had a good day, and I'll hopefully be back tomorrow.